Reality Team TV. We back. We back. We back. And guys, you know what we do on the Red Chair already. You get me? We brought you another special guest. I'm sure, a lot of you guys are going to enjoy this conversation. You're going to take something away from it. But overall, another very, very open, insightful, and hopefully educational conversation on the Red Chair, yeah? My bro, could you let people know what's your name and we literally crack on, yeah?
Yeah, my name's Lamar, and I make movies. So
Movie maker, you get me?
movie maker.
So, bro, like, you make movies, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I love watching movies. All of us love watching movies.
Yeah.
I just wanted to even quickly say from the get-go,
Yeah.
congratulations, you get me, on your short movie, A Mother's Voice.
Thank you, bro.
Absolutely amazing work,
Appreciate
bro.
it. Appreciate
I'm
it.
definitely going to bring you down, bro.
I haven't seen it, but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure I'm going to watch it.
Very-
yeah.
I'm invested already, don't worry.
I'm glad you
So
guys
as long as you're in the red chair, I'm invested.
Yeah, nah, bro.
That is it.
Like, A Mother's Voice, how did this idea come about and what is A Mother's Voice, the movie, all about?
Okay, cool. So how the idea came about? It's an interesting one because the whole thing became bigger than what it was meant to be. It was literally meant to be like a micro short film, which is 2 minutes or 3 minutes or less, right? So it was meant to be a micro short. So I was just typing up the script to write like a 3-minute film. Then I wrote it and I was like, cool, like let's start casting. I found Eric, Mr. Epo, and he messaged me. He was like, yo, I'm down for this project. He's read the synopsis for it. He's interested, he's up for it. He's coming with big energy. And even me, at the time, I had a project to do prior to that. So I was like, cool, let me do that project first and then I'll do A Mother's Voice afterwards. But obviously Eric's now saying, nah, let's do this one now. Like, let's do. And I'm like, cool, Joe, he's coming with this energy. Let me match it. So I pushed that one, put this one on the, on the front of the line. And then here we are. And then I was like, cool, now let me start casting, let me start prepping. So I had to cast more talent. And then even with the casting, it affected the storyline because this person couldn't do it and that person couldn't do it. So I'm literally on the day rewriting the script because this actor said he can't make it. And I'm thinking, so now I got to take out his part and try, sort that out quickly because everyone else we still need to get the show done, if you know what I mean. So how it came about and the meaning, the message behind it, essentially, I don't know. I mean, in my opinion, there's a lot of films or a lot of like UK movies that are about, this road man's done X, Y, and Z, and he's done all this stuff, and then he's made it out, and like it's like you're idolizing this behavior, and films is a powerful medium. Filmmaking, movies, a very powerful medium. So, with great power comes great responsibility, in my opinion. So, I tried to put a message behind this one, something that doesn't idolize, the in a normal world, the bad guys are not idolized. That was just a message, a guy out late. Essentially, for those who don't know, it's a film about a guy who just stays out late and he's essentially on the phone throughout with his mother, who's very worried about where he is and why he's out late and whatnot. And he's typical guy, doesn't listen to the rules and whatnot, and trying to be this bad guy, and so the message behind it, well, the message is essentially, the moral of the story is keep your ass at home. So
Keep your ass at home, yeah?
yeah, it's the moral of the story.
There's a lot of consequences in it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So obviously, like you said, innit, like this wasn't planned, innit? Like you get what I'm trying to say. And obviously sometimes it's good to get success when you do things that obviously, like you said, you didn't really plan. You get me?
Exactly.
Like moving forward, obviously, like part 2, in terms of like what is with part 2? Like, should we definitely look forward to part 2 in the new year? Like, what's going on with that?
Part 2. So there's off of part 1, there was a big buzz, if I'm honest, when I made this film, I was thinking, cool, my first film on YouTube, I'm thinking it's gonna get about 800 views. Man, we tripled that.
Come on.
Over tripled that. So,
Come on, bro.
with little like promo, little push. It was literally just me, the man, them, the cast, the crew, everyone just shouting it out. So it wasn't even pushed that heavily. So, I'm thankful for that. But so off of part 1, had a lot of people messaging me, even to this day, messaging me saying, yo, where's part 2? I'm waiting for part 2. And Eric, Mr. Epo, even him, he was telling me a story how he was just in the gym working out and some guy just came up to him saying, "Yo, I need that part 2." So he called me and he was like, "Yo, Lamar, we need to get this on going."
Yeah. Bro.
So part 2. I mean, I'm thankful enough that part 2 got picked up by a small production company, by 2 talented women. Shout them out, Iman and Dami. You know, Tall and Short Productions. So you know, look out for part 2, because I've had some conversations with them about how we can push it to the next level, and with the stuff that they showed me. Yeah. I was gassed for it already. So.
I can see the smile on your face.
Yeah, no,
as soon as we spoke about part 2,
yeah,
I can literally see the smile on your face. It's like, it's proper good, man. The excitement.
He knows it's in the bag.
Yeah, it's a big one.
It's in the bag, yeah.
Now, like to be fair, like I said, like honestly, like it's proper good, because like I said, like when there's something like this and, you know, somebody else or other people can actually see the potential and actually develop it into even something bigger, bro, it only makes sense, man. Because like I keep on repeating myself, from what I saw, bro, I enjoyed it, because again, like I said, I saw somebody that I met in real life. You know, usually some people say like good actors, they do this, innit, where you meet them in real life and you might hate them because of whatever character they did, or you just might love them even more. Like, raw, I can't believe, bro, Mr. Aper, the guy was intense, like he was intense, but at the same time, his mum's ringing him, and even the more the movie went on, you cannot. What I liked as well, again, you might correct me if I'm wrong. You know when you see like a scene where somebody they're caught up with whatever's happening, but they're on the phone to somebody trying to get some common sense into them. You clock like when it was at first he wasn't really having it, but you clock the more the mother spoke to him, you clock the bad boy image. Went out the window and the humans started coming out more, and started realizing, bro, maybe I should go home. Like maybe, you get me. His brethren are there. I don't want to give it away too much, man. His brethren are there calling him, yo. You can tell, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
So just to ask, you said obviously it started out as like a 2 minute.
Yeah, it was meant to be like a 2 minute. Yeah.
So how long is it now?
It's about 5 minutes. It doubled that, so it's about 5 minutes or 6 minutes, something like that.
Oh, okay.
So it's a short. It's a short. It went from a micro short to a short. And then this next one that I make, the part 2, it's probably about 12-minute range.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
So you're doubling
time.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So you being a filmmaker, bro, like did you like go to, obviously, like you said you went to university, which we're gonna touch on a little bit more. Did your love for filmmaking start from uni or before that?
No, well before that. So it's actually a funny story. Well, kind of funny. I was in I was in secondary school, right?
Yeah.
And in secondary school, we'd have this thing called STEAM Week, right? So basically, STEAM Week's just at the end of the year, you kind of just dip your toe in like different industry roles and stuff, essentially. And there was always this one department or one group called the media team. I was trying to be a part of that team from like year 7 right through to year 11. Man, they never ever let me be a part of that media team. Like, they just go around with cameras, like literally just playing around, like taking photos of like the other groups and the other roles and stuff. So you know, they never let me be a part of it.
What do you think that was?
Listen, man, you know what I mean? So maybe.
Yeah.
You know, they were all Caucasian,
maybe,
okay.
But you know, my opinion, my opinion at least.
Yeah.
Just, you know, looking at those who were a part of the media team and those who weren't. So
they didn't want to let the niggas in. Fuck,
you know how it goes.
You know how it goes, man. Come on, trust me. Now look at us. Now we're shining, baby.
Come on, way in, man.
Come on.
But
yeah, so
no. So I was trying to be a part of that. They didn't let me. So anyway, went on to sixth form now, and there was this course, film studies, which of course, you know, I jumped at it. You know, I joined it. I was in sixth form, doing criminology, law, and then film studies on the side. Part of it, yeah. So but it was good. So literally, I was a part of that film studies class, and it was at first it was just like, you know, it was like a passion. It was not a passion. It was more just like something I was interested in, wanted to dip my toe in, see if I like it or not. And it's funny because my class wasn't even that inspiring in sixth form, if I'm honest. Like, you know, like I liked what I was learning, but I just didn't think I was learning it in the right environment, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, I get that. We were just talking about that in the last interview.
That's important though. That's important as well, because you could be. It's like a quick analogy, you know, because I love football, bro. So it's like another analogy where you can actually be. We've seen it in so many years where you got certain footballers, they're good, but they join the wrong team at the wrong time sometimes. They play under the wrong manager at the same time. You got to understand. So that's a very easy, quick example. You get me? So even with what you're saying, it's true. You can actually learn something that actually you love, but you're just in the wrong environment.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hear
Exactly.
you, bro.
So it was exactly that. So but I still loved what I was learning in sixth form. So then when I'm done it in uni, and then continued it in uni, made a few shorts in uni, got to, get my hands a bit more into the work and stuff, and start learn, more, film theory and, different, camera lenses, lights, and light theory as well, sound theory. So, I mean, it was a lot, but I mean, once again, I loved learning it. So it didn't feel like a chore. It didn't feel like, something.
It's something you love to do.
Exactly.
It's something that was that was
like,
in you.
It's
something that you
I
wanted
wanted
to do.
exactly. Yeah. So So I mean, here we are now.
Yeah. And what I love about speaking to the man about as well, because it's like, it always reminds me that, bro, niggas, the man whatever people wanna call it, bro, we can do what the fuck we like. Not in a bad way. Let me repeat it. We can do what the fuck we put our mind into.
Yeah,
you get me?
of
Because
course.
once again, bro, another reason why I wanted to speak to you as well, once again, I wanted us to document that, bro, there's other brothers out there who are trying to also, get into this filming thing for real, and actually become big in it as well. It's not just a few that people might see with a big following. Bro, there's a lot of brothers that want to do the same thing as well. And they've already got good work, like we said about your movie. So, like, besides A Mother's Voice, like, have you got any other projects, any other movies that you worked on before, or even other people's movies that maybe you worked on with them?
That I've worked on before.
Yeah.
Ones that I want to shout out. I mean, when I was in uni, I had a good opportunity. Very thankful for this opportunity to actually be a part of. I was a runner, but I was the lowest production runner, but it was as a part of the crew for Bridgerton season 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was good fun, just being in that environment. I think it was more of a learning thing than anything. Just seeing, picturing myself.
It taught you a lot, innit? You're there for the
just
education,
for the. I guess it's what you make the most. You gotta make the most out of your
Bingo,
opportunity.
I was gonna
'Cause,
say that,
if I'm honest, I was literally just there making like tea and coffee and bringing people this donuts.
But it's a big production.
Big production and stuff. So thankful nonetheless. Obviously I was there doing what I was there to do, but in the back of my head I was like, cool, like what's that? Like, let me look at that. Let me see how they do this, and let me see how this director directs this person, and it was good to be in that
And that's
environment.
how you teach yourself, really.
Exactly, man. Exactly. But in terms of like more like local projects that I've worked on, this guy called Damien. I should shout out Damien. Guy called Damien made a project called Roadman, a comedy series.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Roadman comedies.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
No, it's good. It's good fun. It was a good watch. It's a comedy film series. I mean that's probably like a memorable project I worked on that was good fun. Obviously Damien's helped me out a lot. Kind of guided me from time to time. What moves to make at such. So and obviously a guy called Bogdan, probably one of the best DOPs in the game. He actually shot A Mother's Voice. So if you like the cinematography in A Mother's Voice, it was done by Bogdan.
Shout out Bogdan.
Shout out
Bogdan.
And,
like you grinding through this industry, obviously going up, you get me, like working your way up through this obviously filmmaking industry. Like have you experienced yet, like have you experienced like going to different rooms yet, like trying to pitch your ideas to big companies yet, or even certain people to get involved?
It's in terms of big companies. I mean, I had to pitch my idea to get to part 2. Well, at least I had to pitch part 1 in a way that made them want to work on part 2. Once again, shout out Tall and Short Productions.
Tall and Short Production, big yourself up.
Picking up
Come
part
on,
2.
man.
So I mean that's probably like but for me it's hard just to convey my ideas, especially when not in like I don't know how to articulate myself, but more in like when like the story's so personal to you and it's like something you've worked on, then it's like now I need to tell somebody, hey, like this is why it's good. But in my head, it's like, yo, this is beyond good. It's amazing. In my head, at least. So now I need to try take my brain, put it in front of you in words, or at least a presentation, and tell you why it's good. No, but of course, you know, for film funding applications, for example, you know, you always have to, you know, present the idea that you want funded in hopes for that they'll fund what you're trying to get funded. And, you know, it's always hard, you know, it's always competitive and whatnot. So, you know, yeah, I've presented some of my ideas, got rejected a couple times, but, you know, it's all about, you know,
Persevering.
that's the word, yeah. Going through it, fighting through the nose.
Yeah.
Keep going.
And you get the yes, and that's all you need, man.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Just a quick random one as well. Do you like, have you ever thought about maybe working shooting music videos as well, or doing other things like adverts or different things before? Have you ever thought about that before?
Yeah, I mean, I've recently started to dip my toe in, like, I say adverts, more like promo, like, you know, like short social media promo for companies and stuff. I mean, it's a nice, you know, camera, video editing and camera work's a very in-demand skill right now. So I guess I've got to take advantage of the skills that I learned along the way. So, you know, every now and then, if a little company needs, you know, hey Lamar, can you shoot this XYZ for this? Yeah, you know what I mean? I have no problem doing it. Like the other day, like a couple of weeks ago now, I shot like a promo for a fashion company they make clothing for pregnant women. Which is good because you always meet a lot of interesting characters, you know, and you hear about their stories and stuff. So
Yeah,
you know, it's always good working with people, and you know, also like, you know, diversifying my portfolio, if you will.
Exactly.
With like, you know, like more corporate videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.